Hello, frogs and snails. You ready for some more Broken Sword? Let's finish up this game today. Let's go. Okay, so I'm not sure where we're going. Oh, we need to go to the museum, possibly to return the thing we saved from being stolen by the bad guys. I know we learned more about, which one's the museum, though? Is this museum? Musea Kroon? Is this it? I probably totally mispronounced how that's supposed to be pronounced. It's fine. Okay. Let's talk to him.
Hi, Andre.
Andre.
Hello, Georgie. What's with the long face? Haven't you heard? The tripod was stolen.
Actually.
No kidding. I just don't get it. So many other treasures, and the thieves choose the tripod. A modern-day alchemist, perhaps? Who knows? There's no shortage of crazies in Paris. Hey, I visited Nico's apartment. Yeah, she told me you came by. Ooh,
Oh, Tommy with the VV.
I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
What?
I hope you're referring to the manuscript. Oui, of course. Where have you been? Nico said you were away. I just returned from Syria. Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
I have a VV here.
It's a long story.
She's like, Tommy
but I found the
time?
bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember? Yes, what is it? A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin.
Can I move my leg a little bit?
Sita est in ora mundi. The island of Brita
Mundi.
lies at the edge of the world.
I think that's how
to
you're
the
supposed
west.
to say it.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers. Like I said, it's a treasure map. What did you make of the manuscript? It dates from the time of the Crusades. We guessed that from the Templar seal. It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
Oh, okay. Hang on, Vivi. Say no. You ruined it. You can come lay back down. Come on, Vivi. You coming? No. Ruined. Okay.
What story does the manuscript tell?
My leg was starting to hurt how I had it curled up.
Probably produced for the tourist market. Tourists? Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist
You know, you can lay like right here.
You know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. I know you want to cuddle. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Come on, baby. She needs lots of encouragement. Come on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Mom.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
I don't know.
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras. Who's he?
She left.
A Persian god,
I'm just gonna leave.
almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish. How can you tell that? The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that. Can you identify the knight's coat of arms? I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida. Were they famous? No. They're not mentioned after the 15th century. Oh. The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead. Do you think the manuscript could be the map to the Templar treasure? Frankly, no. That's too far-fetched. The manuscript is interesting enough and a rare find, but that's all.
Wouldn't it be terrific if it was a map, though? The treasure of the Knights Templar.
A romantic notion, Georgie, but extremely improbable.
Does this lens mean anything to you?
Nothing.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Do we need to go to the police? I don't remember. It's been a few days since I played, so I'm like, what? I know, like, the main things of what happened. To the police.
Hi, it's me again.
Again?
Yes, I spoke to you earlier.
But of course. It is Monsieur Hardy.
Stobbart. George Stobbart. Where's Sergeant Moo?
Sergeant Moo? You haven't heard?
Heard what? Has something happened to him?
Moo is dead.
What?
You're kidding.
No, monsieur.
That's...
Oh, yeah, this is a different
How?
guy.
Why?
The death of a policeman never comes as a surprise, but always as a shock.
But Sergeant Moo? He was so...
I know. He was as flexible as a riot baton. Yet his heart was as warm as a freshly extracted urine sample.
What?
Thanks for your help, Bob.
Mo is dead. I guess, I'm guessing he had a heart attack, that's what he's saying. Are we to go back? Ah, we're going here. We're going to Spain. That's right. We go to Spain. Ave Maria. Hello. Just walk through.
Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was gonna be trouble. My name's George Stobbart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the Countess and myself.
Okay.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
QB. What?
Yeah. That's it. The Countess has won the lottery, and I'm here to give her the check.
Marvelous. May I see it?
No. I mean, no, I have to deliver it to her in person.
The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
Oh, for crying out loud. Why'd you lead me on, then?
To amuse myself. To make you look a fool. To make you go away.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why? Have you ever seen a lens like this before?
No, senor. Never.
About this.
Do you recognize this man?
No.
This lab pass mean anything to you?
Not.
What do you make...
So that's it.
If I was hawking medical... Okay.
Adios.
Adios. Going in.
Hey, you.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just walk.
Yeah,
Well,
I figured.
ain't-
I probably have to turn off his, I probably have to turn off his hose. and sneak in. We use this on the hose. And you'll go in the house. Do 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 do.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Of course not.
See, you.
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing?
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house.
In the
If
house.
you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Oh my gosh, it's snowing again. Wow, it's snowing a lot. Dang. Again, this is being recorded like a month early. By the way. Actually 2 months. It'd be 2 months early. We gotta go this way. Do, 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 do. Never mind, we're going upstairs.
Hey, you on the stairs.
Oops. I know this doesn't look good, but
Look, senor, all I want is a quiet life. A life without mad, house-breaking foreigners in it. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now.
Okay, I'm go-
Okay, I gotta do the hose again. Okay, never mind. I don't have to do the hose again. So I go down here and then I need to hide.
I hid behind the armor and waited for developments.
Bark, bark.
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
Time to go upstairs to see the Countess. Hello.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George
Madre
Stobbart.
Dios.
I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobbart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they've planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
Thank you. I know your family's involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobbart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for the De Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, whatever happened, happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobbart.
Oh, Eros is calling. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Eros says hi.
May I examine the chess set?
Oh,
Certainly.
cat hair all
But
over
do
me.
not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a...
Hi. Hi.
Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dog?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission. Senor Stobbart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me. Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor
Mausoleum.
Stobbart.
Oh,
Come with me.
Hey, senor.
yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Okay.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
Okay. Let's see.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top.
Oh, it
Hey.
looks like the chess.
It's a checkerboard! Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. Some of the squares had little jagged holes in the middle.
Let's talk to her about that.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobbart. You cannot mean
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it?
Let's go see
I
it.
think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary. Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time, we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in
Ah, she's all
self-pity,
excited.
Senor Stobbart. This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
Let
All
us
those
go.
years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hold down and listen! Go to the house and get my chess set! Yes! The old chess set! Oh, damn the game! Now, hurry! This is exciting, is it not?
Very
Don't get too
exciting.
excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
You certainly know your history.
What's your opinion of the Templars, Senor Stobbart?
The Templars? Well, they seem no worse than a lot of the knightly orders.
You are mistaken. Compared to the simpering politicians of the Hospitallers or the brutish Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. The filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. A bane settled upon my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time ago.
Some things don't die. Injustice is one of them.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything?
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos. Is he the guy who went missing?
See, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. Their bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again. Lopez, you have the pieces.
See, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobbart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobbart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady. My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
It fits, Senor Stobbart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Oh, yeah, we have a puzzle. Okay. Do I... okay, this is the bishop. King. D3. Okay. I'm looking at a thing, because yeah, you know. C3. Bishop. A3.
Senor Stobbart, look!
What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobbart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos.
De Vasconcelos. This is fun to say.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure? This is
No, you
your
do
moment
it.
of triumph, Senor Stobbart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Yeah, of her dying. Back at Nico's apartment.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no, the Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. They're so flirting with each other. Okay. It's too funny. Again, there's like 5 of these games, by the way, so you learn more about Nico. Like him and Nico are like the main characters. Okay, so we need to go to this place. Okay, we need to go to the church. And there should be a priest there we can talk to. There he is. Because we saw this not the priest. We saw this church in the last part, and I was like, well, obviously we're gonna have to do something here.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to...
Anytime I ever go into, like, a mausoleum, because I like to go into old churches when I travel, because it's fun to see. Never once have I seen, like, a priest just, like, chilling. They're always doing something, you know? And by doing something, like, either one's giving a sermon, one is, like, doing something, and it's, like, roped off.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur. But it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
You can be proud. It's fine to have pride and stuff. I know, like, pride is a sin. It's fun. It's okay to look at something and be like, yes, yes, they have done a wonderful job. Like, it's fine.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I don't think
I
the
guess
Almighty
so.
cares.
I never thought of it like that. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this chalice.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church,
Yeah, I had it
think.
crammed
There
into my chest.
seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Yeah.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks. The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church.
Okay, examine the statue.
The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well. Per disciplinum meum lux videbis.
Oh.
A bit of a stained glass window. Wow! Hoping for a big insight while squinting through had been
Maybe...
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
Now look in.
Hey!
Oh, it's different now.
A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date. Let me see. MCCCXIV. That's
10.
13,
Yeah.
14.
Interesting. Oh, it's shining. Are you done?
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wood tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Okay.
Catch you later.
What?
Let's go see it. As George slowly walks there. Do, 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 do.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcellos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more. Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcellos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Okay. All right. Now we need to go back to the museum. Do, do, do. To the museum. I never became one of those people that, like, I know my parents wanted me so badly to be, like, one of those people that, like, memorize the entire Bible growing up. Never. I just, nope. I remember, what was it? Awanas is what it was? Yeah, I went to Awanas with my cousin, and we had to memorize things. And once you memorize, like, you would be tested on it, and then you can get Awana bucks, and then you save up your Awana bucks and you get a prize. Yeah, I would memorize it for that night, and then once I was done and got my buck, it'd be gone out of my brain.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue.
Yeah,
It was
that
like a
statue is
head
weird.
with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Nerval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood. Blood? That's right.
What do you make of this?
It's a 14th century...
You sure know you're... Thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright, now we have a new location to go to. Site de Baphomet. There it is. Green Gate. There's a guard here.
Hi? Excuse me? Oui? So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard. What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Okay.
Talk to you.
Au revoir.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
There was a closed door.
Can I ask to go into the toilet?
Hi again.
What is...
Toilet.
Trying to get into a locked washroom. I had the strongest...
Yeah,
I'd like to use the
deja vu.
washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Talk to you.
Au revoir.
Oh, oh. There we go. We're going in. Let's see, the sink,
I didn't want to use that unless I really had to.
the soap, the soap, the key, and the soap.
I made an impression of the big key and the cake of soap.
Okay, and then the plaster, because we're going to make another key.
I carefully sprinkled the...
Okay, and now we just gotta wet it. Wet it. And then dry it. I always hate using those hand dryers. They're so loud. They're so loud and they barely work half the time. And then you get some that are like are really good, but they're super loud. And you're like, my
Well,
skin!
it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely
I mean, they're good though because then you don't have to
unconvincing
use
plaster
paper. I
key.
get it.
Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Okay. Let's do it.
That is not a
What do you
good
mean? Use the
idea.
plaster, repairs the soap, and then the soap mold. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. Let us return the keys.
What is it?
Here's the keys.
Merci, monsieur.
We go out. And we give the key to this guy out here. See his paint? He go.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. I made this key out of plaster.
Australing? How clever! Pointless.
He won't do it. So I gotta
Hi,
distract
it's
him.
me again.
What?
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean, when you finish,
When I...
you'll
Perhaps...
Okay, I think I need to go
Please
to here and look at the phone.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard the
Hi, Nico?
George, what have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
George, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh. There was a
Maybe we can tell him their phone. Is a phone call.
Hi, it's me again.
What?
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
I was hired and...
So what do you know?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to...
You.
Right.
Okay.
I'm so...
Be safe.
What?
Maybe I need to... This.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot.
Okay. Now I go down and I ask Nico to help me.
Killer!
Hi, Nico. It's me. I'm at the excavation site.
Goodbye, George.
No, wait a minute. I need your help.
What kind of help? I told you I'm busy.
This will only take a few minutes, I promise.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Get into his pot. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. That's just how she said it. Ooh.
Hi, it's me again.
What?
Okay, you got a phone call.
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers in his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
Now we can dip it. It has been dipped. Let's see how this call ended.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me and then suddenly... Nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Okay, let's ask for the key.
Hi again.
What is it?
I need...
Again?
I have the... The go... Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Okay. Okay, now we gotta switch the keys.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Let's see. Examine the thermostat.
I couldn't imagine. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Turn the heating off.
I turned the heating off.
Okay, and then I give... Oh, and then I give him back his keys.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that
Ah,
he
because he's
wouldn't
wearing
notice the
his
substitution.
gloves. He won't
Here's the
tell. He
keys.
can't tell the
Thanks.
difference.
Merci, monsieur.
Okay. Telephone.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Sir. Hello?
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you. It's the phone.
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job.
Ha!
Don't me, you
Do not
entitled
pa!
oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Yep, let's go. To the door. Oh, is it locked? Hang on. There's the thing.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
Let's do the chalice. Oh, here.
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
Back in Nico's apartment.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower. Look at the chalice.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Mofas.
That ink?
Yeah.
No. You found a use for a priest.
Ah!
That's incredible.
I guess.
Ah, that's good. All right, we're going to Spain. That's so funny. You found the use for a priest. Hooray. Oh, you found the use for a priest. I can't do a French accent. I wish I could figure out how to do it. I mean, her French accent I don't think is really that good either. So, I have to like hear it a bunch. The tower to do this.
I'd been planning to return the chalice anyway, but I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose.
It brings him joy.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobbart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobbart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of
Oh,
life.
so he's so happy
It's a
that she's
marvel.
happy.
She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Not the Prozac. Albert was on Prozac. It helped him.
Senor
Albert, my cat in the U.S.
Oh, what a pleasure. Please.
I don't think he's on it
Sit down.
anymore. Mom said that he just
Hi,
doesn't want it.
Countess. The pleasure's all mine.
And he's
I
been doing
brought
really
back
good.
Your chalice.
But I mean, like, he doesn't want it. Like, she's trying to give it to him, and he's like, eh.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft claw.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the night secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobbart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
We need a Bible. It's a good thing there's a
I'll look
mausoleum
around.
nearby.
My home.
You just need a Bible. Oh, but what version of the Bible? I don't know if anyone that went to church like that. When they're like, oh, but what version are you looking at? Because depending on the version, that's how you know the truth. I'm like, okay. I grew up Southern Baptist, so it was just New King James Bible. It had to be King James. Anything else was not real. Like, okay. I remember when my sister asked me about, like, suggesting me to get a different type of Bible that was, like, written more modern. And she was like, I'm going to get one of those for you. And I think my dad said, absolutely not. I don't remember. I never got it. Okay, get the Bible. I mean, I wouldn't have read it anyway. I was not interested. And still am not. Just like, nah, I'm good. Thank you, though. Thank you, but no. Okay, we go back. Let's give her the Bible. Ugh, I'm just getting, like, flashbacks now of, like, the stupid youth pastor getting mad at me because it took me a bit longer to find, like, the chapter and verses and things. So dumb.
Hello again. Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Here you go.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobbart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Okay.
I'll just have...
Very
So we're going to go downstairs, and there's a mirror we can grab. And then we're going back to the mausoleum. I'm very much following a guide here. Just so you know. I have a guide, that's why you keep seeing my model, like, look over here. Which I am still enjoying the game. I know some people are like, oh, the point of the point and click is to figure it out. I'm having a ball. I'm having a good time. I enjoy figuring things out. At the beginning I did. I didn't even look at a guide for a good long time. And then I realized, man, that's gonna take me a while. That might take me a bit, and I don't have time. Or the said patience. Okay, so what am I doing? Interact with the pole. Okay. In the window. Okay. Okay, and then tissue paper and the pole. one of the lit candles. To light this candle. Aw. There's a key in there.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special form. A complex
Yeah, we literally saw. I don't need you to explain it. We literally just saw it. Okay, now we can talk about, to ask if there's a well somewhere on the grounds. Lopez, is there a well?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor.
The well.
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great. So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before...
You must have a vague...
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find...
There might be a way...
Okay.
Gotcha.
Adios.
Do I need to talk to him more? Hang
Hi,
on.
Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor.
Until the option's gone. Okay.
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water.
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special
Uno
stick.
momento.
A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See, here. That is hazel.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
Hazel tree. Okay.
I went over to find a suitable stick. I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
The far left, far left. Let's see. There must be another tree. Are you it? Yes.
I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
Okay, Lopez, I got a stick. I got a stick. I got the
Lopez.
stick.
Got a minute?
I got your blue. Let me smash.
Senor. How can I help you?
She does not want yellow.
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Yeah, no time. He's still looking. It's like, come on.
Senior Stobbart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hand, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobbart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way.
Is it literally behind this bush?
The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
But you haven't. Wow, that was very graceful.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
We're fine. Okay, inspect the lion's head.
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece. I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Go this way! Oh, am I dead? Oh, we're alive. He can die here. This is the ghost.
Oh, very funny, you psychos.
Senor Stobbart! Senor Stobbart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine.
Hey, tutto via strada! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
Okay, and then we use the mirror on the wall. There's a key.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it seemed.
Use the key. I love these stories. These stories are so fun. Even though I will say this game has been the beginning was pretty slow, but I've been like, I love adventure stuff like this.
Open sesame! Another secret door.
Go inside. What is that? They're cuddling.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children.
Oh,
You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
That's very kind of you to help her out.
George, welcome back.
Come in, George. It's good to see you again.
Is it? Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
George found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much.
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
Except when they go to a football match.
Can we not call
We
people
used an extract
savages?
from a plant called woad, Isetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Not Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I'll call a cab. Are we actually gonna travel together,
can't go.
Nico?
Andre, you've been loads of hell, but
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was.
We understand you've got commitments. But listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
Gosh. All right, let's go to Scotland. I want to go to Scotland.
Oh, it must be dawn.
Oh, I guess so. And we must be nearly there. Somewhere, out there in the dark, is Scotland. We've come a long way together to get here.
Yeah. Let's hope it was worth it.
There's something I've been meaning to say to you, Nico.
Is this the right time and place, George?
There might not be another time. I don't want to waste this chance.
You don't need to say anything. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. But here, with you. now.
Psh, okay.
You're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep?
Sleep? At a time like this?
Excited, huh?
Would you like something to help you sleep, dearie? I've got some tablets in my bag.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Thanks all the same, ma'am.
It's an interesting voice you got there, ma'am.
Where are you going, Josh?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Off to Sterling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
Can't you sit still, George?
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, let's go this way. See what kind of food they got. This is neat. Oh no!
Oh no! That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me. Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car. Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of.
They're here!
Marquet's murderer.
I gotta go back! I gotta go back. No, 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 no. Go back. Nico?
The door was locked.
Nico?
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Oh, we're in love! I didn't realize we were in love! Let's go in here, I guess.
Hi, having a party?
No, this is British. Come on, join us, man. Away, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse me, mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, Paul, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Away, man, an old lady, too.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
These
Maybe they
seats
went to
look
the
so
toilet,
dirty.
like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted, I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
See you later.
Go out the window.
Give it to it, Pie-Pool, and jump! I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
I'm going.
Hold on now, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Oh, that's nice of you. Okay. Right. Are we going here? Okay. Oh? Oh! Oh, that's what's his face! Oh, they're shooting! Where's the brake? I don't see the brake!
Stop the train. And now was my chance.
George getting shot here. What
You saved
happened?
our lives, but why?
You are always on the same side, Stobbart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together. And Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused
Paranormal
by the
stuff.
alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
How did you escape from the Bull's Head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the Bull to the village Stobbart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. Also, I have a sister who keeps a garage just around the corner.
Maybe not.
Okay.
May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Nico, do you need help?
The rear exit was barred and padlocked.
Don't even think about it, Josh.
What? Who?
Look me straight in the eye and tell me you weren't thinking of using that axe on Eklund.
Don't be foolish, woman. I was gonna use it on you.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry. I hadn't forgotten about you.
Tell me this instant, Josh Stobbart.
I will. When I'm ready.
When I'm ready.
That's not fair, Josh.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me...
Oh, did
I
he
thought I was
kiss
gonna
her?
die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do. And kissing you was at the top of my list.
Josh,
Uh-huh.
Josh, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
Let's go.
What are you doing?
I'm out of here.
Not that door. Do you want to end up like Flap?
Not especially. I hope he was traveling on a...
Okay, this door.
The rear exit was barred. I couldn't think of a...
Several minutes later. That's pretty.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show him now. What's C4?
Plastic, Josh.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, Josh. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
Let's go in. Okay. The rubble?
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
Okay. Clay pipe. Interact with the handle. Okay, and George will break it.
The handle turned easily and the larger wheel began to revolve. Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
Let's get the cogs.
Now that the handle...
Yeah. The gargoyle?
The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket.
Okay, and then in its mouth? Do I need another cog?
The wheel turned... There was no...
Let me see. Put the 2 cogs. What 2 cogs? There's another cog. Where? Where?
It was a support.
Go into the church. Uh-huh.
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin.
Okay, I gotta keep looking at this.
It was caked with soil.
Okay. One more time.
With mounting excitement, it was short, hard, and it was...
Okay. Amazing. Put the other cog in.
With a rash...
And now this.
I pushed the hand...
We're going in. Yeah!
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet? It was definitely gunpowder.
Okay. Let's touch this torch.
No, Georges!
What?
Leave the torch right where it is. In case you haven't noticed, the crypt is full of gunpowder.
So what? Don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust.
No? You think I'm a jerk, don't you?
Don't be silly, Georges. Keep your voice down. I thought I heard something. Like chanting.
Should we go investigate?
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting for? Shh. Will you look at that? Baphomet. Labino was right. This place was ancient even to
Can
the
you
Templars.
speak any louder?
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Oh.
So,
That's the...
feeling treacherous.
Oh no!
On the contrary, Inspector Russell has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet.
Oh? He's also surprised. Or is he in awe?
Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. Seven centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. As the tired millennium dies, and this world looks for new leaders, we shall not fail. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars.
Oh my gosh. Ha ha! Oh, wow.
George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood.
No!
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you? I'll see you in hell first.
Yeah, you tell him, George.
Oh, George. I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre.
Oh, Rosso's gonna help us. He's a double agent. Yeah, get him, Nico. Oh, Nico, my girlfriend, how dare you? Oh! He's choking me! He's choking me! No! Rosso! Oh my gosh! Ah! This is not what he wanted.
I just wanted things to be right.
Oh my god!
Take them. Kill them. They will not escape.
Come on, we have to get out of here!
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be a pleasure.
Throw the fire in the gunpowder!
George, what are we going to do?
The torch!
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us.
Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Get it, Nico!
Oh,
Run! Woo! Woo! Kiss! Yay! Kissing! Yeah!
You know, you'll never be able to write your story now.
I don't care. I've got what I want.
Huh?
Just tell me one thing, George. Is our life together always going to be this crazy?
We did it! That was the first game of Broken Sword. Let me know what you think. I like these games. I mean, I've only played the first two. and a little bit of 3, but I would like to play through them all, and I would love to share them with you guys. If you are interested, I think it's a fun adventure. A little slow at parts, but that's normal for point and click. So good. Oh, what's happening?
Hello again.
What now?
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
No more than you, I'll bet.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Aha! Is it real? It must be worth a small fortune. You stole it, I suppose.
I'm not a crook. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I've got a toilet chain from a bar in Syria.
No, Kitty. A toilet chain? From Syria? You sad man.
All the things that we've collected that we have not used.
What now, monsieur?
Check out my ID card.
Your ID card, monsieur? I don't think so.
No, it's Rosso's card.
Attempting to impersonate a policeman is a criminal offense, monsieur.
Ah, forget it. Thanks for your help, buddy. Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Does the name on this card mean anything to you?
Augustin Rosso? No, dear, nothing. It conjures up the image of a Gaulois-smoking, absinthe-drinking French policeman. I'm sure the real Inspector Rosso is nowhere near so romantic.
I think you'd be surprised.
Oh, fun. Well done for completing story/epilogue unlock, chapter select unlock. Fun! All right. Well, this is where we're going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for coming on this journey with me. I hope to see you in another one. Goodbye!